Hello students, our today's topic is voltage to current converter. Voltage to current converter with grounded load. So this is your today's topic. Alright, so let us see how do we control or how do we convert voltage into current. Okay. Now, before going deep into this, let me tell you, we are not exactly converting the quantity voltage into quantity current. We are just varying our voltage such a way that proportionally current is getting controlled, current is being controlled. So this voltage and current, both of these quantities are proportionally varying in our circuit. Hence we can say where we have a control over voltage, actually we are controlling current. So this is how we say voltage is getting converted into current. Voltage is getting converted into current. Okay. How exactly it happens? Let us see. So this is your circuit. Let me draw. Yeah. See, this is your circuit. So here you will be applying your V in. All right. So let this be R1, RF. This is your V naught, V in, then yeah. Rest all things as it is. Plus VCC minus VE. Yeah, that's it. Here, let me call the current flowing. Let me call this junction as V1. V1, this point. The current flowing towards V1 is I1, and the current flowing towards V1 through output, let me call this as I2. Alright. And the current flowing into the load, this is our load. Okay. Load can be anything. In whichever load you want to have a control over current through voltage, wherein you are converting voltage into current. So that load is to be connected like this. Okay. We call it as with grounded load because the load is grounded in this fashion. Okay. The current flowing is IL. The current flowing through load is IL. Alright, anything else? Anything remaining? Let this be V2. Let this be V2. Alright. Now, yes. Now, for analyzing how this circuit works, your analysis should begin like this. The analysis of the circuit is obtained by first you should determine the voltage V1. First you should determine voltage V1. Where is V1? V1 is at non-inverting input terminal. And then you should establish a relationship between voltage node V1 and the load current IL and the load current IL. Okay, so let us start. So the final equations will uh, tell you that how voltage is being getting converted into current. All right. So let us start by writing KCL at node V1. KCL at node V1, this node. What is KCL? What is Kirchhoff current law? Current meeting at a junction is 0, right? Current meeting at a junction is 0. Means the current entering a junction is equal to current leaving the junction, isn't it? The current entering a node is equal to current leaving the node, that is KCL. So as per that, you can see I1 is going towards the junction, I2 is also going towards the junction, whereas IL is going away from the junction, going away from V1. So hence I can write I1 plus I2, both are positive because they are going towards the junction, right? Minus IL equal to 0, which is nothing but I1 plus I2 is equal to our IL. This is as per your KCL. Alright. Now I can write I1 in relation with voltage and resistance like this. What is I1 here? So let me call this as R. This is also R. 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 Same value of resistance is used. Then what is the voltage across resistor R? The voltage across resistor R is V in minus V1. V in minus V1. Alright. So this is voltage. V by R will give us I1. So this is representing I1. This is our I1. Right. Similarly, we can write for I2. How can I write voltage? What is voltage at this point? It is V0. V0 minus V1 divided by R equal to IL. Right? Equal to IL. Now I will simplify this. We have 1 V in, right? Minus V1 minus 2V1, right? So I will write like this, plus V0 to V1, right, equal to this R and R common from both the terms. I will take it on the other end. So this becomes R IL. All right. Now out of this, if I say I require V1, because our ultimate aim is to get voltage at V1. So V1 is obtained like this. Yes, tell me. V in plus V0 minus IL R. This IL R I have interchanged, not a big deal, right? So this minus 2V1 I have taken on the other side, so it becomes plus 2V1. So that 2, this 2 I will take here. Okay, so this 2 I have taken here. So this, let this be your V1. Let this be your V1. Now, since our op amp is connected in non-inverting mode, see, input is given to non-inverting mode, the gain of the circuit is going to be what? 1 plus RF by R1, right? That is, since non-inverting mode, the gain that is the gain is going to be 1 plus Rf by R1, right? Now if I say Rf and R1 is same, this and this resistance is same, what will be your gain? Your gain will be 1 plus 1, right? 1 plus 1. So this becomes 2. So this is when Rf equal to R1 equal to R. Same value. Alright. Therefore, what will be our output? This leads to, yes, your output voltage is going to be, if gain is 2, output is going to be 2 times of your input, right? 2 times of your input, isn't it? Therefore, we have V0, we have V1. What is V1 equal to this? So if I substitute here, this 2 by 2 gets cancelled. This 2 and this divided by 2 gets cancelled. You are remaining with V in V0 minus IL into R. Right? This is your V0. Yes. Now, what do we conclude? See, V0 equal to V in plus V0. V0. If I cancel, I am remaining with, yes, V in equal to IL R. V in equal to IL R. That is IL equal to V in by R. So this is very important. This is your final equation. So what it tells? What is IL? IL is our load current. What is V in? V in is our input voltage. Alright. So it means that with the above equation we can say that the load current is dependent on the input voltage and the resistor. If resistor R is constant, R will remain constant, right? Then based on your input voltage, your load current will be controlling. Okay? So your IL is getting controlled by the input voltage. Understood? Now this is how we can say voltage is being converted into current. That is actually IL proportional to V in. Rain is coming heavy. So let me stop here. So this is your voltage to current converter.